What's up everybody? Welcome back to another how-to video. In this video I'm going to show you how to install posts for your deck. There are two types of posts, a center post and a corner post, and we're going to do both. Let's go under the deck and check it out. Here's a view from the ground. I've covered the sides in the PVC fascia. Now let's go under and check it out. This is the corner post from down below. Whether a corner or a side, the procedure is the same. You want to completely box in the 4x4 post and then secure it with bolts. This is the 4x4 post. First, I box this face in with a piece of 2x12 from this joist to this joist. And then I boxed in the other face from the support to the joist with another piece of 2x12. The end of each support was secured with 3 screws near the edge, the center, and the other edge. This was done for all the supports. Once all the supports are installed and everything is tied in with deck screws, then you add bolts. Either stainless steel or galvanized, ran from the outside through to the back, then secured with a washer and a nut. This is a view of the post from the top when it was installed. From the outside, the bolts were installed here and here from this side, and here from this side. I installed this PVC fascia over the ends to hide all the bolts. So when installing the bolts, I had to counterbore them so the heads sat below the surface of the wood. So that way the PVC could go on without hitting the bolt heads. I'll show you that now. Also, when installing bolts from 2 different faces, stagger the heights so the bolts going through one face don't hit the bolts going through the other face. I used 1/2-inch diameter galvanized bolts. You can either use galvanized or stainless steel. This is an example. This is obviously shorter than the bolts I used. Make sure your bolts are long enough to go through your 4x4 or 6x6 and all your supports. For me, my bolts were 7 inches long. You'll need a 1/2-inch hammer drill, something powerful enough to drill through that thickness, and a long drill bit. And the spade bit was to make the counterbores. It's slightly bigger than the washer diameter. So I bored it down. The hex bolt with the washer fit in the hole. So these are 1/2-inch washers, and the spade bit is 1 3/8. So here's a center post. The procedure is still the same. I completely boxed it in, putting a support from joist to joist both ways. With it all screwed in place, I bolted it in place with hex head bolts, washers, and nuts. For this post, the hex bolts went through here and here. Here's another center post where it's positioned with the joists running the opposite way. The supports go from joist to joist, another one completely boxing it in, and then the bolts. If you have room, which I do here, there are steel L brackets available that can go in these corners to add extra strength. Here's an example. I chose not to use these because I didn't have room everywhere. Here's a view of this joint from the top when it was installed. So that wraps up one way to install deck posts. I hope this helped. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe. Subscribing will help out the channel. I'll see you in the next video. With the post boxed in and all of the supports secure, oh man, these thorn bushes are killing me. Get out of here.